Hey guys, I know it's been such a super hot minute since I've done a tutorial, but I've been so super busy working in Northern California and it's just super hectic right now. My schedule is just all over the place and juggling so many things, but I was feeling so inspired when I saw Jennifer Lopez at the Billboard, Latin Billboard Awards, and her red carpet look looks so clean and just simple and glamorous like she always does, and it just looked amazing. But then when she went on stage, she had this highlight that was just, you could probably see from outer space, and she had a gold lid. I think they just popped on some gold shadow and added more highlight, but her red carpet look was just so beautiful. And she did the tribute to Selena, which was amazing. She did an amazing job. I don't care what anyone says. If anyone had to do it, it had to be Jennifer Lopez. She played Selena in the movie, so she did an amazing job. And kudos to J-Lo for looking awesome and doing amazing things. So this look is going to be inspired by that. And if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, keep watching.
Okay, to start off with, I'm going to be doing a highlighting and contouring under my foundation, and I'm going to pick up LA Girls Pro Conceal. I love these. They're really inexpensive and I just love them to death. I'm using the color Porcelain. Yeah, that's like the literally lightest shade ever, but I want to have a bright under eye, and keep in mind I'm going to be going over this with foundation, so it's really not gonna look like this. And yes, I'm using my finger for this. I don't know, I just felt like using my fingers. I have a gazillion brushes, but sometimes the fingers just work best and they warm up the product and all that good stuff. But then I'm gonna buff it in with this Real Technique brush and then go in with a beauty blender as well. So now I'm gonna pick up Beautifully Bronzed by LA Girl for my contour, and I'm going to use that Real Technique brush. I think it's limited edition. It's a pretty dense brush. I feel like this works better for a cream contour versus a powder, because I used it for a powder once and it just deposited all my contour color just in one spot and didn't want to blend out. So that was a no-go on that, but I do like to use it for my creams. So I'm just going to outline where I want this to go, and then I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just kind of buff it out, not too much, because I do want this to look pretty dramatic. Like I said, I'm going to go over it with the foundation, so I'm not trying to super blend it out because I'm going to add a layer on top. So whatever I had left on back of my hand, I'm just going to pick up an angle brush and lightly contour my nose. I really don't like doing contouring on the nose too much, just because I feel like it can be kind of noticeable, and it was daytime and I feel like it's a little risque to do. So this is Ben Nye's Media Pro HD Cream blushes and highlights and contours that they have. I am obsessed with this. It works beautifully, it blends out amazing. Anything Ben Nye, anything Kryolan, anything. Obviously this is like TV movie production makeup. It's amazing, and I know sometimes they come off, some brands can be a little bit waxy. This one just blends out amazingly. I love it so much. It's my new baby, my new go-to, and it's not gonna make me look sick like some of the yellow tones do, and it just looked perfect. Now I'm going to do my foundation. I'm just going to pick up my Real Technique buffer there, and I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up, definitely getting the neck. Foundation, I am using NARS in the color Barcelona. I'm pretty tan right now, as you can see. I'm not really used to being this dark, but I am, so we're going to just emphasize it. And so, like I said, working our way from the bottom up and just small circular motions and working it into the skin. If you notice, I haven't picked up much product. I only went in one time, So I just really am going to work with what I have on the brush, and I'm just trying not to pick up so much since we already have that layer underneath with the highlighting contour. This is my baby. This is Ben Nye Neutral Set, and I'm just going to pick up a bunch on a beauty blender or a Real Technique sponge, and I'm really going to put a bunch under my eye area or wherever you feel like you get a lot of oil or a lot of creasing. You just set it, you let it sit there for a while, and then you dust it off. The longer you leave it, the better. But I'm telling you, this will be your best friend if you get super creasy or oily. This is gonna matte you the heck up forever. Love it. And then, like I said, we just let that sit, and so while that's doing its job, I'm gonna just start working in my contour using the Anastasia contour kit. I honestly dab all 3 colors onto my brush. I don't pick up just one, I mix the 3. And we just go in with the contour, warming up the face, doing the jawline, the forehead, and under the cheekbones, and making sure you bring it into the hairline. I feel like a lot of people don't bring it into the hairline. Like, come on now, gotta make sure that looks natural and blends in. Dust your hair off, I don't care what you gotta do, but just make sure it blends in. And then I'm gonna dust off the excess, and whatever's excess on my face, I'm using it to set, like, you know, my chin and all that, and dusting it all around, making sure we set the makeup, setting that foundation, setting that contour, and then we bronze it up a little bit more again, because we like to be bronze and tan. Well, I gotta make sure I match my body since I'm dark right now. And I'm gonna pick up NARS's Orgasm. I love this blush. It's so pretty. It's so it just compliments everyone, really. So we are gonna start on the eyes now. Makeup Geek, Peach Smoothie. Oh my goodness. When do I not use this freaking shadow? On a fluffy brush, we're obviously going to dust this from inner to outer, just all over the lid. I swear, if you don't have this color, you really need to get it. Oh yeah, and we're going to dust that on the lower lash line because JLo had a really smoky bottom lower lash line, which I normally don't do because I have dark circles, and I feel like that emphasizes it more. But I'm not going to go as dark as she did, but we're still going to try to smoke it out. And then I am going to pick up the color, I believe, creme brûlée. Yes, creme brûlée, another favorite, on an even fluffier brush. And then we're just going to do the same thing, just side to side, all over the lid, and just dust it all over. Really work it in, make sure the two mesh together, and it just warms up the eye. I love these colors so much, it's not even funny. These are my go-to babies. Then we are gonna pick up Expresso, which is also by Makeup Geek. And we're just gonna do the same. We're trying to make these layers of, you know, warm browns just really blend together to build up the depth that we're gonna put in the end of this look, and just really blend these out and make sure it's warmed up nicely, nice and evenly, and just worked in. Then with a pencil brush, we're going to put those colors underneath the lash line as well, because we want to give it a gradient effect and make sure it all blends together, because that is what we do in the makeup world. Make sure it all blends together. Finally, we're going to start adding in some depth, picking up Makeup Geek's Coco Bear, which is the bee's knees, and putting it in the lower lash line, and what do you think? Blending it together. So now I am going to pick up a fluffy brush again using the same shadow. I am going to start putting that into the outer half and then working my way into the inner corner of the eye, but the main deposit is going to be on the outer third of the eye. Now I'm going to pick up my favorite ColourPop Cosmetics shadow in the color I Heart This, and it literally is called I Heart This. I'm not making that up. But every time I wear this shadow, it's so pretty. Everyone always asks me what shadow I'm wearing. I'm not even kidding you. It's so pretty, it's so shimmery, and so buttery. These things go on like butter. So I am going to get a black liner and do my waterline, tight line as well up on top of my lash line. And then we're going to get our mascara, do our lashes, and then we are going to do no wing, just line the eyes with some liquid liner. And then we're going to obviously pop on some lashes. Something comparable is like Red Cherry number 43. Then I am going to line my lips with MAC Cosmetics lip liner in Oak. And then I am going to go no lipstick, actually. We're just going to use Gerard Cosmetics Nude Gloss. It's really opaque and really pigmented, so I don't need a lipstick. And yes, but then we realize we need a little bit of highlight. This is Becca's Opal, which is my favorite. It's nice and gold and it looks gorgeous. I use this on like everyone. I have it in my kit as well. It's my go-to highlighter. I can't live without it. Then I'm going to pick up a dark brown shadow from my Lorac palette and put that on the outer third and then blend out to the inner corner of my eye and give it even more depth. And that really pulls the look together, obviously. And that is it. This is the final look. It's really easy to do. It's a really neutral eye and just really emphasize the lower lash line a lot. And boom.
And that's it. Super easy, right? I feel like this is really doable of a look. She just had a really smoked out bottom eye. I don't really like my eyeliner to be that smoked out on the bottom, but that's totally up to you. I think it's really easy to do. I'll list all the products I use down below, and that's it. Till next time, guys. Bye.